Do you want to make this but you're dumb? Don't worry, I got you. Time for your haircut. Only cut your OC's back hair for the moment. Take a screenshot of each limb on its own and crop the black lines out. Try to make it as close to the lines as you can. Grow your OC's hair back. Go to map number 1 and screenshot the back hair with a green screen. Insert all the photos you just took. The order does not matter right now since we will rearrange it after we use chroma key. The intensity of chroma key should be a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. Copy and paste the effect by clicking the 3 dots and click Copy Effect, then paste it to every other limb. Name each layer so you know which part you are tweening. When doing the arms and legs, put L and R before it. I determine which side it is by how I see it on screen. The order I have it in is our hand, our arm, head, our foot, our leg, torso, our foot, our leg, our hand, our arm, back hair. I messed up during this part of the video, so please listen again to know the correct order instead of looking on screen. Time to do pivot points. Click a part, move and transform on the side, and double-click the arrow crosses. The coordinates will become blue and there will be a circle in the middle of the cross. That means you can place your pivot point. Drag on the pad below the coordinates to place the pivot point. The circle on your project is where your pivot point is. Drag it to where that limb would bend. For example, the head pivot point would be at the neck, which the hand, which is also the lower arm's pivot point, would be at the elbow. Other videos talk about pivot points, just search it up. Hold the tab beside the right hand with the eye on it. It will turn blue. When it does, click the right arm below it, and it should also turn blue. On the side, click Group, then rename the group right arm, or our arm. Do the same with the left arm. Group 1 in the video is the left arm. I forgot to rename it. My bad. Now select the arm, head, torso, and left arm and group it. Rename it torso and up. This will make it so your OC has more flexibility. However, this will mess up the legs placement, so this works better with characters that wear skirts, which I add to this OC. Other belt section items that cover the crotch/waist would also work well here as well. If you need to add a skirt/belt and are adding it on a separate layer, ungroup the torso and up, group and reselect everything with the skirt/belt. Click on the torso and up group and click Edit Group. This will take you to a separate editing part to switch from different groups on the top. It shows the group name and the project name. Click the project name to go back. Time for tweening. I'm starting with the head. Click Move and Transform and then the square with curves around it below the place where we added pivot points at. This is the Rotate tool. This is where pivot points come into play. Feel free to tween the way you like. You should be mostly set from now on to find smooth graphs. Just search them up or play around with the graph section, which is the squiggly line inside a box. If you're a complete beginner, keyframes are the diamonds on the side. Add a diamond at the beginning and where you want the movement to end. Since we did all that grouping, we mostly only need to use the Rotate tool. If the arm or legs look off and are not nicely connected to the upper part, use the Movement tool. Add a keyframe at the beginning and where the movement ends on the end keyframe. Align the lower limb with the upper limb. Make sure to use the same graph for the movement and the rotation since we put the arms in groups. Click the group and click Edit Group. Now you can move the arms around better once you go back. The movement carries back to the torso and up group. You can watch me tween the rest of my character here. And when the time comes, I'll continue to explain. Don't forget about the main project. Move the back hair with the head. Try not to rotate it to align with the head. Just keep it straight like is. This makes it seem like it has some weight. I don't group the legs like the arms. To make it easier for myself, also. The legs usually don't move much unless you're doing a walking animation or other things. If you're going to have the legs do much movement, group them like the arms. Torso and up is for making the character swing forward and back. This makes your OC look less stiff and makes the animation look smoother. Once you're done with the tweening of the character, select all the parts and group them. To make the floor look glossy, duplicate the layer. Flip vertically, move it under the main layer and lower opacity. For more effects, duplicate the main layer again and move it under. Use the effect Solid Color. Pick any color that matches with your aqua atmosphere and move the layer a few ticks to the right. So it starts a little after the main layer does. If you like, I make it pixelated with mosaic blur. Also, cut this delayed version so it doesn't carry out longer than the rest of the project. For final details, group all the effects together. Add a pivot point and the feet, then add swinging to make it look smooth and less stiff. This gives it the same effect as the torso and up group swinging. And we're done. This is not the best tutorial ever, but I tried. If this doesn't work out for you, then another tutorial that goes more into depth and explains better is linked in the description. Although it includes some paid features such as parenting, which can be substituted with grouping. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope this helps with your tweening.